Yo ho, yo, welcome back to another episode of the Good Days Only podcast with me, your boy OP. Dude, it's been a minute. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Thank you for tuning in. I know I sound like shit. I'm sorry. This is going to be a pretty quick episode, actually. I'm going to just say this up front. There's not going to be a caffeine breakdown. I'm sorry. I'm not drinking no caffeine right now. It's about 5:30, almost 6 in the evening. So I'm not trying to be up all night. But it's an important day today because it's the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month, Latinx Hispanic Heritage Month. So I wanted to jump on here. I made it a goal, right? That, you know what? It's been a hot second. I've been, and we're going to get into probably, what led to me going on a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus. I'm sorry I ghosted y'all, but we back in the saddle. But that'll be a conversation for a later date, maybe a future time. Today, I actually, dude, I got COVID. That's why I sound bad. Um, but I was like, dude, it's always one thing or another, no? Where you're like, I can't do it because I got this or I got that and this happened. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna do it on this day. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because I set that little goal, right? I got COVID. I got zit stickers. I was like, dude, you would think, right? I always thought I was talking about this with some friends a while back about like, dude, I always thought that like maybe you get to a certain age and you stop having zits, like you stop breaking out. But no, here we are. Here I am, still getting these little freaking annoying little bumps. But shout out to whoever created the zit stickers, those little patches, because those work awesome. But yeah, so yeah, going back to I lost what I was trying to say. Made a goal, I was like, dude, it's been too long. I want to get back in the saddle. So we're going to do this. We're going to start off light, something light. It's going to be a shorter episode. All right? So we're just getting back on the saddle like I said. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate people that when you've been reaching out or commenting on the posts or sending DMs, just to check in on your boy, see what's up. Appreciate you. But we're gonna keep, on the theme of the good vibes, the immaculate vibes. We staying high today, all right? Again, like I said, Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's jump into that. We're not gonna do a caffeine breakdown and the GDO playlist. We're gonna have a playlist, of course, dude. We're gonna have a playlist. But not the same as we've done before. We're not going to like break a whole artist or anything down, but let's get into our discussion, which I was saying was the Hispanic Heritage Month commencement or the beginning. Let's do that. All right. All right. Let's get into it, dude. Settle in for this. I'm going to drop a little knowledge for you. All right. Let's drop a little knowledge. We all like learning something new, but sometimes it's hard to like, sit down and go do the research. Or like, if you're like me, honestly, I'm not a very good reader. I'm not a fast reader. And so that shit gets annoying because I'm like, oh my God, it's just laborious. So it's cool. Like if you throw something on in the headphones and just have somebody tell you a little something, something. I have been actually getting into audiobooks though. I've been listening to audiobooks, dude. I think maybe like since January, I probably listened to 13, 14, 15 audiobooks, and it's been really cool. I've enjoyed that a lot. Excuse me. See, like I said, I got COVID, so I might need to take a little break and do a little sneeze or a little chew into the pañuelo right here, or take a little sip of water. Let me take a little sip of water real quick, actually. Excuse me. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I just saw myself on the camera. Dude, go Cougs, baby. Go Cougs. WSU won the Apple Cup. Dude, like I said, yeah, okay, I'm sick. I got some zits going on. But the Cougs won the Apple Cup. It's sunny outside right now. The world keeps turning. I had some bomb ass soup earlier that we made. Like, dude, just cause like I feel gross or like, oh, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, dude, woe is me, right? Like, it's still a good day. People out there still living their lives. Somebody's having the best day of their life right now, probably. Somebody probably just got engaged, right? Or somebody's just like got married today. Like that shit's cool. And I think, the more we can not just fucking sit in our own mess and just think about those little things, like it's all right, dude. We good. We good. We good. Okay, so Hispanic Heritage Month, what do these holidays mean, dude? What does it mean, right? Because I've been like, I've been before, like, if it's like Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and I'm like, oh shit, like, when did that start? Like, what's happening? So, like, what does it mean? Pacific Islander, Asian, Native American, Jewish American, like, all of these. There are more out there, I'm sure, but there are heritage months. And so this is from the Harvard University Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging webpage. It's a celebration of the histories and contributions of historically marginalized identities and an opportunity for all the members of the community, right? Not just if you're part of um, that community specifically, but all members of the community to learn more about the traditions, the people, the scholarships, the history, the current experiences that people are going through, and of those who have overcome shitty situations, dude, oppression, and created opportunities for everyone. Not even just that benefit the people that are like the Hispanics, for example, right? The Latinx community, but for everybody, right? Because if we lift each other up, like if I do a good service for you, I'm not only helping you, I'm helping me out too, right? It's just the positivity effect, right? Like you put some good shit out there, good shit's gonna come your way too, right? So opportunity for everybody to learn, right? Learn and grow and be a fellow human being, right? Like understand where people are coming from, which is a really tough thing, especially this day and age with how the world right now, politics, people killing, people dying, children hurting and crying. You know that song. But anyway, so for example, a couple of folks, Dolores Huerta y Cesar Chavez, who were some of the co-founders of United Farm Workers of America. That's still a great organization that continues, to work for a safe and just food supply system. So this blew my mind, dude. Did you know? Did you know that it wasn't until 2021 that farm workers, anyone out there, busting their ass in the field, dude, fucking in the orchards, in the fields, like doing irrigation pipe, manual labor, dude. It wasn't until 2021 that they were able to be paid overtime for work that happened above 40 hours a week. Let that sink in, dude. Isn't that isn't that shitty? It wasn't until 2021. And mind you, that's not even the whole country. That's Washington for sure, California, I think Oregon, and a couple other countries or a couple other states that are like jumping in the mix now. But 2021, just a few years back, and people been working in the farms, dude. People been working manual labor for decades, forever, since forever, right? That's messed up, bro. So, you know, and if you haven't had that experience, like if you haven't worked out in the fields, I'll listen to your take. I'll listen to what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You've not experienced a thing, and you are trying to like change the law or like uphold the law because it benefits your income, your money, whatever. Like if you haven't worked out there, you don't know, dude. Anyone that has worked out there right now, dude, or is actively working out in the fields right now or in the farms during harvest, especially, you know, dude, you know how grueling that is. And not getting paid overtime when a lot of the times like it's necessary, bro, that's modern day slavery. That's modern day slavery. For real. I went down the rabbit hole. It's hard not to go down these rabbit holes, you know. So, found this in an article from civileats.com. The exclusion of overtime pay for farm workers is a legacy of slavery that dates back to the 1938 Fair Labor Standards Act, which established bedrock labor protections for most industries. But guess what? Not for farm workers. Not for the farm workers who were, you know what, at the time, 1938, at the time, largely black. Let that sink in, dude. And so we've been holding on to that forever since then. So it is literally modern day slavery, dude. The fact that you're doing some of the hardest work possible, putting your body through literally like if you've done a HIIT exercise, right? Like a high intensity interval training, right? It's that every day, all day. Since like for 5 a.m. to however long your body can hold up, dude. That sucks. It sucks. So, anyways, continue. So, farm workers got shafted, dude. It wasn't so in 2016, get this, dairy workers sued the state of Washington. So the law because of, you know, unsafe, unfair work conditions. And the lawyer on that case, Andrea Schmidt, pointed to the fact that the federal exclusion arose from a deal that President Roosevelt struck with Southern Democrats to pass the Fair Labor Standards Act, that one that we just talked about, 1938, explicitly designed to exclude black workers. Excuse me. They couldn't exclude black workers constitutionally, so instead, this is a quote, they couldn't exclude black workers constitutionally, so instead, they excluded domestic workers and farm workers. In the dairy worker lawsuit, Washington's Supreme Court determined that this exclusion violated the state's constitution's guarantee of equal protection under the law, while also citing farm work's extremely dangerous conditions. Dude, like, think about, I'm just thinking personal experience here, right? Yo, the, like, I'm gonna take you back in time, right? Imagine this, little old me. I'm nice and like cozy in my bed, right? I'm 10 years old. And Mama Susana, love you, mom. She comes in and she's like, "Mijo, we got to get your ass up. Get up. It's 4:35 a.m., 4:45, whatever. Get up because we got to go out to the onion fields, dude. We got to go out there. We got to pick these onions. We got to get this bread. We got to make some money, right? So here I am, 5 a.m. We go out to the field. It's freezing cold out there, and you can only work till like 11 because it's the summertime, it's the harvest, and after 11 Eastern Washington, it's 100 degrees out. You can't be out there in 100-degree weather busting your ass like this. And then also, let's break it down. So I'm gonna just ballpark, and I'm sure it's changed over time, but just ballparking the how much we could have potentially made going out to the onions, for example, right? Just for this example. So I think so you'd go out there, right? And you got your little scissors, your little tijeras. They were never sharp enough. Never sharp. That she probably did that. They probably did that on purpose because we were kids. But um, you go out there. It's cold. It's dark. You're miserable, and you have to fill up these little bins, right? At least this was how we did it. How we had to do it. So you fill up these bins, and it's maybe like a 1.5 feet by 3 feet or something like that. It's a little bin, and you go, you get your onions, and you clean it up. You clip off the little. Excuse me, got a cough real quick. You clean up the little um the shit around their outside, get the dirt off of it. Clip the stem a little bit, clip the roots rather, and then you toss it in your bin, right? And you go to the next one, you go to the next one, you go to the next one. You got to fill it up. You fill it up, and you get maybe like $5, $10. Let's be generous and say we got $10 for each one of these bins that we filled up, right? So you get $10, and it takes you probably got to fit like what 336, 3 dozen, 4 dozen, 40. I don't know, however many onions in it, and then you have to do that. It takes you probably like what 30 minutes. I don't know, 30 minutes ballpark, 30 minutes to do that, and you get $10 for that, right? So in an hour, you're getting $20. Oh, $20, dude. That sounds not too shabby, not too bad, right? $20. But like I said, you start at 5, you got till 11, right? So you got 6 hours, let's say, before it start. It's like before it's way too hot. Um, so you go through this 6 hours. What does that give us? Like $200. What is that? 20 to 5, 5. Yeah, it's $100. $120. You get $120 in a day, right? That's your day. And then you say you do that for a week, couple weeks. Let's do some math here real quick. 10 days, 1,200. You could make maybe 2,500. Let's say we're raking it in, dude. We know what we're doing with these onions. Let's say we get 3 grand. Even we get 3 grand, dude. You're like, oh shit, I don't even get paid that much right now. But then think about this. It's a limited time. It's a limited season. You don't have any benefits. You have zero benefits, dude. You don't have dental, vision, medical. You don't got PTO. You don't got sick time, dude. Right? So in that month, right, that you're looking forward to making your 3 grand, your kid gets sick. You get sick. You get COVID, dude. You're not able to go to work, right? You're just down. You're not making any money. So you gotta go. You have to show up to work to make money. And then if you're busting your ass out there, or you're trying to catch up because you weren't able to go because you were sick or whatever, right? And you didn't even get to go to the doctor because you don't got insurance, you don't got benefits, then you're just like, damn, I got to make all that money stretch. Or if I do go to the doctor and I go get these medications or I go get whatever, there goes my entire paycheck. Damn, that sucks. And like, not to bring into account your rent, your car, your whatever, right? So I don't know I don't know if I'm getting the point across here, but it sucks, dude. It's hard. Manual labor, it's hard. We can all kind of imagine it. That's what I was trying to do with this. That was the point. It's like you can kind of imagine if you're like you've never done something like that in your life, but maybe just hearing that little bit of a story. And again, those numbers, don't get fixed on the numbers because I was just fluffing the numbers and saying like if we're at the cream of the crop, the best onion pickers out there. Which, by the way, dude, if you enjoy a nice Walla Walla sweet onion, you're welcome, dude. That came at one point. If you ate sweet onions from the time of like 2005 to 2003 to 2010, your boy might have had a hand in that. So you're welcome. But anyways, off the onion talk, off the onion talk. Let's continue with Hispanic Heritage Month, Latinx Heritage Month, and appreciation. So let's get into the history of it, how it started, who got it to go, and like what was moving here. So this goes back to 1968. California Congressman George E. Brown. Shout out George Brown out of East Los Angeles. East Los, dude. That's actually highly Latin populated Hispanic communities. That's one of the that's the area where one of my favorite films of all time was filmed, and it takes place is Blood In, Blood Out. Sangre por Sangre. I think I talked about that on here before, probably, but super dope movie. It's kind of a hard watch, because it's real. It's like real shit. It just shows the different avenues that young Latino, Latina, Latinx, Hispanic um, individuals can go down, right? And it's pretty heartbreaking, but again, it's very real, and you should check it out if you're interested in that. It's like a crime drama, type of movie. But so 1968, George E. Brown, boy, September 17th, he Congress passed a public law which officially authorized and requested the president to issue annual proclamations declaring September 15th and 16th the beginning of National Hispanic Heritage Week. Get that? So it originally was a week. They were like, "Hey, thank you for everything that you do. Here's a week. Here's the pizza party." You know. But so President Lyndon B. Johnson officially signed and put that into public law, or put that into action that very same day. So shout out to you, Lyndon B. Johnson. That's sick. He gets shit done. He got shit done, I guess. I don't really know much else about him, but I know that he signed that law into effect that same day. Boy, he's not messing around. Let me take a little sip of water real quick before I start coughing on this again. Yup. Um, so 1968, that was the beginnings. That was the beginning. So National Hispanic Heritage Week took off. And then it wasn't until 20 years later, Representative Esteban Torres of California again proposed expanding the week-long celebration to the current 31 days. So the following year, Senator Paul Simon of Illinois introduced a version of Representative Torres's bill, which was successfully passed by Congress and signed into law by President Reagan, which, not my favorite president, really, but President Reagan, August 17, 1988, he signed that into law. So then the following year, September 14, 1989, President George H.W. Bush, so Bush Sr., became the first president to officially declare the current 31-day period from September 15th to October 15th as National Hispanic Heritage Month. So there we go. That's the origins. September 15th to October 15th. Now, the next question is, I had this question. It was like, why is it random in the middle of the month? Just give the whole month. Like, let's start September 1, go through the end. But this is cool and it's interesting. So it's not just a random day in the middle of the month. The specific 31 days that it includes also coincide with the independence days for several Latin American countries. So we're not just talking Mexico right here, but let me give you a couple of dates here. So September 15th, right? So today marks the Independence Day celebrations in Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and that's it. They all declared independence from Spain on that day in 1821. Mexico declared independence from Spain on September 16th, 1810, while Chile declared independence from Spain on September 18th, in 1810 as well. And Belize declared independence from Great Britain September 21st, 1981. So a little sprinkling of a couple of dates throughout the later half of September. And so, that's why it's sort of just an all encompassing thing. So, all Hispanic Heritage, Latinx Heritage Month. And it's fucking dope, dude. It's cool. It's cool. But what does it have to do with me? Like, what do I have to, what a shit, dude. Are you a human being, dude, that comes into contact with other people, dude? Have you enjoyed, let's go back to the previous example, have you enjoyed some nice farm fresh fruit? Have you enjoyed some veggies that came from Yakima? Have you enjoyed some, let's go on the coffee train, some coffee from a Hispanic country, dude? You like some Costa Rican beans, dude? You like some beans from Chiapas, Mexico? You like some, you know Guatemala, dude? I mean, that was all touched, all influenced, all moved by Hispanic, Latinx folks, dude. So it's in everything, and it's important, I think, to just try to even understand or look into and learn a little bit. I'm not saying that we're all going to come out of this with PhDs. Like, you're not going to be a PhD in Hispanic heritage by the end of the month, but just learning a few things here and there that's awesome, man. That's what makes life cool and worth living. No, is like share, like experiences, new experiences, learning from other people. And, like, if you're just stuck in your own bubble your whole life, what's that really? Like, what's that about, right? Like, learn a little bit about something that maybe is out of your wheelhouse, and you just want to understand what other people are about, dude. All right, I'm going around in circles there, but if you stuck with me to this point, how far in are we? I don't know how far in we are. Maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like I said, this is going to be a little shorter episode. Maybe it's not even. Maybe I'm already at like 45 minutes. Maybe we've been just getting on some tangents, but it's cool. Hopefully, we've been learning a little bit. I'm going to leave you with this, though. Let me clear my throat. Let me get a little water. Water. Agua. If you stuck with us to this point, thank you. I'm gonna leave you with this. Some ideas, maybe, for what you can do to celebrate, to support. That his hold up. Felt a cough coming. Woo! Let's go. Sorry if that's it's probably really annoying, but support the Hispanic Heritage Month, or celebrate. If you're a coffee lover, dude, like I just said, maybe try some Costa Rican beans the next time you purchase some beans. Maybe get you some beans that come from, Guatemala, dude. I like me some Guatemalan beans. A little Mexican roaster, maybe, some people that source their stuff from some Hispanic places. Go to your local Mexican food joint, dude. Get yourself those tacos. Get yourself those tacos dorados. And get yourself a little adobada or some carnitas, dude. Get you the carnitas burrito. Go to, if you're in the greater Seattle area, if you're in the greater Seattle area and you have not been to Beacon Hill, Carnitas, Michoacan, this is your time to go. Do it. Dude, you will not be disappointed. Oh, dude, get you a nice big old carnitas burrito from there, dude. Yikes. I'm getting hungry. It's about dinner time, so I'm about to go eat. But yeah, go to your favorite Mexican joint, your Hispanic joint, go to the Ecuadorian spot around the corner you've been hearing about. Go to the dude, go to any the local community events. I'm sure there's some community events that are going on around you, you know? Go and just be an observer. Just sit in the corner, you know, if you don't want to mix and mingle, and you feel out of place, you know, people are going to be accepting. You know, sometimes people say that it's like, well, I don't know where to, like, I don't want to encroach on a space, or I don't want to, or I feel like, you know, I get some weird looks or whatever. Dude, if you go in there with some positive vibes, really, and just like, hey, put your ego aside, and that people are going to be accepting. People are going to say, oh shit, you know, obviously you're not Hispanic, but you want to learn about this? You took the time out of your day to come here and experience this with us, whatever it is. People are, dude, 9.9 out of 10 times are going to just say like, yo, rap, you come in here and we're going to give you a good old hug because thank you for being interested. You know, thank you for wanting to learn about the culture, about where I come from, about the struggles that our people have faced. You know, it's cool, and it'll make you a better person, guaranteed, guaranteed. Yeah. So check them out. Check them out. Check your local community events out. As for the GDO playlist, let's wrap this sucker up. We're gonna bring some music from the past. Check the links. I'm gonna put some links in the description of the pod, of course. Follow those links for some Latin tunes. Maybe we're gonna have a little bachata in there. Maybe we're gonna have some corridos. Maybe we're gonna have, you know, probably honestly mostly Mexican tunes for these playlists, but it could be a springboard for you, you know, to jump into. Go to your Spotify and just type in Latin music. That's probably, look at that. You'll find a Spotify playlist right there. If you're on Pandora or whatever, shuffle some Latin music, you know, get that in the office. I've been bumping that in the office these days. People love it, dude. It's just, come on, it's feel good music. Except for like of course, there are sad songs, but generally a lot of it is just like having a good time and it makes you want to bop around and dance. So, anywho, again, if you stuck with us, if you stuck with me this far in, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. We're going to get back to the regularly scheduled programming and going to be doing some good coffee, some good vibes, some good music, you know, the next several episodes. We're going to be putting some stuff I'm working on being a lot more consistent with posting, you know, just some short form content, doing some little daily reminders, dude. Just overall spreading the positivity. What the this whole journey started off as, right? Like, yo, there's so much negativity in the world always, and we're exposed to so much of it because of social media. So let's just spread a little love, dude. Let's just like, maybe we'll talk a little trash a little bit here and there, but we're always gonna circle back to it's all love, dude. It's all love. For real. So, anywho, all right, well, appreciate y'all. Take it easy. Until next time, and thank you for tuning in. Mwah.